I'd be willing to bet that they will use Tekken 7 as a rough draft to Tekken 8, and it will come out as something super similar and somewhat polished. Yeah, I mean that's why we got the new mechanic, right? They're using us as testing rabbits right now to test these shitty mechanics, because they are thinking whether or not they should put it into the game. We're being the rabbits right now, the test rabbits. Like it or not, but it's the truth. They're using us. What do you guys think about? Oh yeah, this is another topic that I would like to discuss. What do you guys think about adding 120 FPS for the new fighting games? I don't know if you've tested it, but I've tested Tekken 7 with the mod where you can up the FPS, the frame rate, and I played Tekken on 300 FPS just in practice mode to test it, but man, it ran smooth. Man, it ran smooth. And you will need a new PC anyways if you're not gonna be able to run Tekken 8 on a potato. You know, you have to have at least a half decent PC. It's a new generation. If there is crossplay, and if the input delay on PS5 is different than PC, but it's still very playable on PS5, then I will play on PS5. If the input delay is always everywhere the same, like let's pretend that the input delay is the same on PC, PS5 and Xbox Series X, then I don't see why I would play on PS5 for online if the input delay is the same. Unreal Engine 4, they didn't work with Epic Games, that was one thing. And second was that they just took the moves straight out from the Tekken engine and implemented that to Unreal Engine, which made it put a lot of issues, such as hitbox issues, weird ass interactions that don't make any sense. But if they're really gonna revise the moves, revamp them, and Epic Games is watching from the beginning and monitoring it, I have high hopes personally. From what it sounds like, things sound very promising. If not, Project L will be huge, and this is why I mean this whole thing has a lot of potential. Because Project L, man, Riot is around the corner. These guys cannot sleep. Riot is around the corner. If Namco or Capcom or who's the publisher of Mortal Kombat, Warner, I think, if they fuck up this one, Riot will take over. It's as simple as that. Look what happened with Valorant, CSGO, League of Legends. Riot, man, is a different competitor. Riot is a different company. They're not afraid to throw in money. It doesn't matter if it's 2D or not. Bro, if you earn 100,000 for one random tournament, a random ass tournament in Germany, and Riot says, yeah, winner of that, or 100,000 prize pool. Do you really think that the 3D players that earn, people like Rangchu, that are the world champion, and they earn $7,000 for being the world champion, do you really think that they will not consider to switch to Riot? Why would you not? Do you think Arslan will stick with Tekken if Tekken gives him 10k for winning EVO, whereas he could win 100k for winning a random ass tournament in Project L? Money is where it's at, man. It doesn't matter if it's a 2D, even if it's 1D, even if you cannot jump, even if you just walk forward and back, even if it's just 1D, it doesn't matter. People will switch if the money is there. It's a very simple calculation. Riot Riot is a really smart company, you know. They take the people. They don't have any clue about fighting games, but what they do is they take the people that have the clue, take them into their company, throw money at them and say, look, we want this. Here's our resources. Do whatever you want. Just this is our request at the end of the day. And they will do it. They will deliver. They will deliver. And from what we've seen, anti-cheat, servers, if your opponent lags, you won't even notice it because it's server based. Super crazy good anti-cheat tool. Bro, it's like everything you could wish for, right? Simplistic for beginners, hard to master, anti-cheat engine, Kuiper cannot cry when he loses in Project L. It's literally what you need. Whereas in Tekken, we're 7 years into the game, 5 years of console time, I have to say, and we have to deal with people that cheat constantly. And nowadays the cheats are even so good that you cannot really even tell if someone is cheating or not. You can even set a percentage of how many lows your opponent will block. You know how fucked up that is. So you could play versus random ass Joe online. You wouldn't know who you may have never heard of him, and he beats your ass. But the thing is, I have to, because Riot is entering the ring. You can now say I cannot compare Tekken resources to Riot 1. Do you think Riot cares about that? If Tekken has the resources, do you think Riot really cares? Or Bandai Namco doesn't put in the resources or doesn't have them? Do you think I care as a brand, as a company? No. Here's my money. Fuck off, guys. Enjoy the game. Buy all the skins, and there you go. Have the best game ever. Riot is not gonna give a single shit. That's business, man. That's life. No, bro. Namco, Bandai Namco, Dragon Ball franchise, One Piece franchise, Elden Ring. They have so many games that are like a running cash cow for Bandai Namco. The competition will be there, if they want it or not. The competition will be there, and Riot will try and climb on top of fighting games. They will do that, just how they tried it with Valorant and try to throw CS of the FPS throne. Then players like Arslan, I will guarantee you they will not care about Tekken anymore. It's a very simple thing. It has nothing to do with loyalty, guys. At the end of the day, money is where it's at. You don't have to. Don't even think that the players that play 2D games will not instantly make the switch if Riot Project L will be a great game. Plus, it will offer 10 times more the money than their main game does. But what if Tekken starts to get really laggy and then you're like, nah man, I don't want to play this shit connection. I don't want to play Riot Project L, and then you feel like, ooh, the netcode is so much better. Let me learn the game actually a bit more so I can have even more fun with it. And then you're like, after a month, you're like, oh, why do I even play Tekken? Let me just fully focus on Riot game. Anti-cheat is better. Anti-cheat is better, netcode is better. Then you're not gonna boot up Tekken anymore. And then Riot becomes your main, Project L becomes your main game, and Tekken becomes your side game.